my last run, I was actively using for 15 months straight, and I overdosed 26 times. And so the very first time that I did just a minute amount, it was so tiny that I immediately died. They had to Narcan me 3 times to bring me back. So I go to the hospital, and I have to sit there for 3 days because I guess I aspirated my lungs. And I immediately come home and I get high again because I still had drugs. And it blows my mind at how powerful a drug is. So for 15 months after that, I continued to shoot heroin and die. My boyfriend would Narcan me, and luckily I was getting Narcan from the clinic, so we had tons of it on hand. I know that I overdosed twice in one day, and luckily the people I was around had Narcan. People were afraid to get high with me because they were afraid that I was going to OD on them. I can't grasp things the way I used to. I just don't comprehend the things I used to. I can't help my kids with schoolwork. They come to me with questions, and I have no idea. I have to call my brother-in-law, and he has to help them. I can't retain information at all. If you ask me what I did yesterday, I can tell you that I worked, but if you need details, I can't give them at all. So, like, my short-term memory is pretty shot. And that's frustrating for my kids, too, because they're like, Mom, I told you this. I told you, we had this conversation. We've had this conversation more than once. I used to be a social butterfly, and now I can't. I get really awkward around people. I feel like I can't contribute to a conversation. So after this last run, I went and started hanging out with all my old friends from recovery. And they would tell me, like, you've really calmed down a lot. You've really changed. And it's just because I feel different. I feel like I have nothing to contribute to the friendship. I have nothing to contribute to a conversation. I sit there and I listen to them, and I try to think of things I can contribute to a conversation, but I can't. I'm hoping that one day I'll be able to get these brain cells back where I can communicate a little bit better, and I can start being advocates for people that are in the same situation as I am. Right now, I can't do it. I can barely advocate for myself.